Hello friends, and welcome back to another thrift with me. Had a great week this week of thrifting. A lot of bolos here, and some stuff is not clothing. Got some bags in here, we got some shoes, a lot of different stuff in here this time. And if you're new here, I'm the Cajun Belle, and I appreciate you coming in and watching my video. I try to upload a thrift with me every week, and I am a full-time reseller, and I do have another channel linked down below in the description if you would like to see what these items actually sell for every week. I have videos that I put out every week that shows that as well. I am here at my Goodwill that I always hit on Mondays. It is super busy here. It's 10 o'clock, so it's only been open for an hour, but there's a ton of people here. But the good news is I got my favorite parking spot. I'm in the shade, so that's a good omen to me that I will do well today. I didn't do that well last week, and I didn't have my parking spot. That's definitely why, right? Yeah. I will be looking for fall items. That's what we're gonna transition over to now. It's August, it's time to start looking for fall and winter items. This store, as of last week, hadn't put out any fall and winter stuff. For whatever reason, they do save stuff for seasons. It's just weird to me. No other store in this region does that they're in the same region for, but the store is small. So maybe that's why, I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna get to thrifting. Hopefully we can find some good stuff in there. First up is this pair of JB Dillon boots. I paid $7 for them. They sold for $45 in one day. I could not believe they sold so fast. And yeah, that's a little bit lower than with a comp show. That's okay, because you can't beat that super fast sale like that, right? Next up is this CDC vintage dress. It's got that black floral, it has the sheer going on. It's just got a lot going for it. It has that fairy aesthetic. It has that very on trend, witchy Stevie Nicks type look to it. And it's vintage. I think this one will do very good. And it surprisingly, the brand itself had good comps already. And then you add in all those things. I think I can get $40 for it. And $7 was my cost on that one. This is a brand I've never heard of. Inizio. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. It's a lot like Flax, which you're going to see next. It's probably from the same person. I think I should get $40 for it. We are coming out of that season of the year. Hopefully it will still sell. It does have a great sell through, so I should see a sale pretty soon for it. I only paid $7 for it, and of course I'm going to take a chance on something like this. And then we have Flax dress, which is basically the same style and the same color as the Inizio dress. I do expect to get about $40 for that one, and $7 is the cost there. And this one definitely has a much lower sell-through because these are found more pretty often. Flax is a popular brand, and I do find that it still sells even though the sell-through is terrible. Just make sure that it's in very good condition and it's a style that's desirable. Next up is this Ralph Lauren Southwest top. It's new with tags. It's a 1X. I don't like that I paid $10 for it, and I think I can only get about $35 for it. Hopefully it sells fast because it's new with tags and it's plus sized. I don't know though. I think this one is going to be a mistake, honestly. I'm not seeing a good sell through for this item, and I just went with it. Same kind of goes for these Tommy Bahama pants. I probably should have left these behind. I just love the print on them so much. I thought they were so pretty. I paid $6 for these. I probably only get about $25 for them. Hopefully somebody comes in and sees that print and just picks them up because of that print. I think my print is prettier than any of the prints available, but I have to have somebody else feel that way too and be willing to put out $25 for them. Probably should just stick with the newer tags when it comes to Tommy Bahama at this point. These pants, on the other hand, were a great pickup. They have already sold for $36. Only paid $6 for them. They are the Lululemon Light Utilitech Cargo Pocket High-Rise Pants. That is a mouthful there. And then we have these J. McLaughlin Floral Pants. J. McLaughlin is one of those brands that are so hard for me to pass up. I probably should, at this point, be a little bit more picky when it comes to J. McLaughlin. It's such a good brand. It has always done very well for me. Realize it's probably going to sit at this point, but then I just keep picking it up because I keep seeing it. So yeah, probably should slow down on that one. And then there are these Billabong Greg Knoll collab shorts. This is a huge bolo. Definitely want to be on the lookout for these. They sell for $40 to $50 easily. Great sell through on these. And I only paid $5 for them. And they're kind of rare though, so you're not going to see a ton of them. And then a J. McLaughlin dress. Good size on this one. It's a great stretchy material dress. It's the nylon spandex blend that people are looking for in this brand. I paid $7 for it. I do expect it to sell for about $35.
I don't think I've ever filmed at this Goodwill. I don't come here often. Their prices used to be too high, but I do like to try and come back every now and again and see if their prices have gotten better. You never know. That's what happened to the one that I show y'all weekly, the one I usually start out at. That one used to be quite expensive. I have a lady right next to me there. I feel weird filming in front of people. I put 2 videos out a week, and yet I feel weird filming in front of people. That makes a whole lot of sense. Anyway. The store that I normally go to was always very expensive, and I didn't go to it often. And then one day I popped into there and their prices were lower. So yeah, maybe it's happened here too, and we'll just see, right? Okay.
This is the brand Jack-o'-lantern Lane. This is not a brand I know. It's a cookie jar, as you can see on the screen there. Only one has sold in the last 6 months, and it is a skeleton, and it's gold. I don't think mine's going to sell as well as that skeleton because the skeleton's way cooler. But the mummy's cute, so I went ahead and picked him up. Only paid $6 for it, and I'm going to price that at around $35. I don't think I'll get a full $50 for it. Picked up this Old Navy fleece pullover because it was new with tags, and it was a large, and it's a men's. I think it will sell for about $30. It's Old Navy, so I don't expect a ton of money for it. They didn't have it priced up. It was priced at a regular shirt price at $5, so I don't mind picking up something like that. Skylanders. Now, I know about Skylanders because my son was into that game when he was little. I knew that they were expensive because I had to buy them. We would look them up on eBay back then. I've already sold one for $24.99, as you can see on the screen there. So I've already made my money back. And then I have another one available that is a huge bolo, as you can see there on the screen. $250 is what I expect. I will take $200 though. So that's the value that I actually have in the running total there on the screen. And then I lotted up the rest of the Skylanders. So I did have to go through each and every single Skylander to make sure I didn't have any of value before I lotted them up. I have a lot of 40 of them left, and I'm going to take about $150 on those. And then I found this camera. The camera was $40. I have another $20 into it because I had to buy a battery cover that was missing from the bottom of the camera. Did not figure that out till I got home. So I do have $60 into this one. I have it listed right now for $215 per the comps. That's about what this goes for. This is a camera with 3 different lenses and a flash. It's a Minolta. It's made in Japan. It's an older one. I have it listed right now for about $215, but $180 is about what I think I can get for it. And then I found this Natural Life dress that I paid $7 for. They did not notice it was new with tags, so I do expect to get about $30 for that. This is a brand that I've been looking at a little bit more when I come across it. If it's new with tags, it can do well. And then there's certain items in the Natural Life brand, even used, that do very well. I recently sold a velvet burnout like kimono topper that sold very, very quickly for I think $30-something, maybe $40. I don't really remember, but it sold maybe in 1 or 2 days. So definitely a brand you want to look at and just maybe look up some items that look interesting in it. And then I found these Pilcrow flare jeans. Not great comps on these. I'm kind of surprised on this one. Luckily, I do have the dark wash ones, which do seem to fetch a little bit more. I do think I can get the $30 for them because they are the dark wash, and that price is a little too high at $10. So kind of wish I would have picked those up. So these are a local bolo. You live on the Gulf Coast, you will find these on a pretty regular basis. I mean, recipe bowls is something people find anyway, but these specifically do well. It's the Cajun type recipe bowls that do well. And this brand, Lungeberg collection, these do pretty well. I'm expecting about $55 for them, and I only paid $5 for them, so I'm really happy with that cost. This is a Rip Skirt. I'd never heard of this brand, but I grabbed it when I saw that it was that stretchy nylon type material that people seem to really are really into right now, that performance type thing. And it's a skirt and it's Hawaiian. It had a lot going for it. I looked it up and was very impressed with the sell through at about 60%. And yeah, $25 to $30 I'm pretty happy with. And the skirt cost me only $6. Of course, I was excited about finding this brand. I don't ever find this brand. This is Derek Lamb. This is a designer brand that is very expensive, and I found this exact skirt selling for $45. It's already sold for $45 very recently. I only had to spend $5 on it. This one is a plus size one. It had a lot going for it. And it's eyelet, which, if y'all don't know, I've talked about eyelet before. Eyelet was definitely trending over the summer. Hopefully, it's still trending, and this skirt sells real quick before it gets cold. And then a Peruvian Connection t-shirt. I love this brand so much. This brand is right there with Jake McLaughlin. It's one of those things that I just cannot not pick up. Even the plainest items, I pick them up because I just find that they sell. This one's another bolo. I did not end up getting this one because you will see here that it does have a significant amount of damage, but it is a bolo. There are newer versions of this purse. This Betsy Johnson, call me, or I don't remember what the name of it was, but this Betsy Johnson purse definitely has newer versions that do not sell for as much. This is the OG. This is the old one. This is the original one that does go for a lot. Unfortunately, there was just too much damage for me to take that one home this time. I did end up getting this one, which is a huge bolo also. This is a Lucky Brand Abbey Road purse. I have actually sold this purse without the embroidery, and it did very well. I think it sold for $30 or $40 very quickly. This one with the embroidery all over it is the Mac Daddy of them all. It is the one. It is the grail of the Abbey Road bags. This fold over type lamb's leather, and it's just Lucky Brand. So it's nothing special. Like, Lucky Brand clothing does absolutely horrible. Even the coolest Lucky Brand clothing does not do great. But for whatever reason, the Lucky Brand bags, I find, do pretty well. And then a Kate Spade bag. I don't pick up Kate Spade very often. It's usually overpriced at my store. So I was actually kind of surprised to see this one for $6. I should get about $45 for it, and it's got a great sell-through for a bag. I don't expect high sell-throughs for bags normally. So when you see around a 60% sell-through for a bag, I'm pretty happy about it. I do find Kate Spade does sell pretty well. As you can see, this store really puts out the carts, the clothing racks. I was so impressed with how much they were putting out, and I actually came back this week, and there's a lot of people in there, so they need to put out a lot of stuff. But yeah, this is very quickly becoming one of my favorite stores to come to. This is a pair of Pilcrow linen pants. These were $6. I don't know why the other pair was 10 and these were only 6. That's weird, but I expect about $30 for these. I paid 6 for them, and these are a linen blend, so I don't see where these couldn't do well. So I know I've showed y'all a lot of bolos today, but these are my favorite. I absolutely love these goofy looking sailboat novelty pants. They remind me of my grandma. So these are probably from the 70s, if I had to guess, 60s or 70s. My grandmother and grandfather were into sailing long before I came along, long before I came along. I distinctly remember this print of fabric or something close to it from back then, whenever in the early 80s when we would go to their house. Anyway, I'm gonna try to get about $40 for these pants. I really, really love them. Most of the pants by this brand, David Brooks, are just plain, and you're not going to see great comps for them. I didn't really show the comps because of that. There was one pair of novelty fish pants that got about $40. So that's why I think I can get about $40 for these. And next is a sail to sable dress. This is a nautical preppy type dress. I've been finding this brand a good bit lately. Don't let those comps on eBay fool you. I have sold this for over $30 twice already, the same brand. I don't know, maybe I got lucky because I have one that's sitting right now. I'm still going to price it at $30 and see what happens and see if I can get lucky again. And I only paid $5 for that. They must have thought it was a shirt when it's actually a dress. And then an aloe top, nothing special here. It's just an exercise top. I will try to get $30 for it. If it doesn't sell within 2 months or so, I'll lower the price to about $25 and just get it going. But aloe does seem to be doing pretty well right now, and hopefully that continues. And I only paid $5 for it, luckily. And the final thing to finish this video out is a Lily Pulitzer. This is a girl's. If this was a women's Lily Pulitzer maxi dress, you would see much better comps. This is a girl's, that's why you're seeing those low comps, but the sell-through's still there, so I do think I can get $30 for it. It's really cute. That is it for today, guys. I appreciate you coming by and watching my video and thrifting with me today. If you like videos like this, please go down and subscribe to me and give me a like so my videos will show up in your feed in the future. I'll see y'all next week. Bye.